Crimes of the Heart, Act 1. The lights go up on the empty kitchen. It is late afternoon. Lenny Magrath, a 30-year-old woman with a round figure and face, enters from the back door carrying a white suitcase, a saxophone case, and a brown paper sack. She sets a suitcase and the sack's case down and takes the brown sack to the kitchen table. After glancing quickly at the door, she gets the cookie jar from the kitchen counter, a box of matches from the stove, and then brings both objects back down to the kitchen table. Excitedly, she reaches into the brown sack and pulls out a package of birthday candles. She quickly opens the package, removes a candle. She tries to stick the candle into a cookie. It falls off. She sticks the candle in again, but the cookie is too hard and it crumbles. Frantically, she gets a second cookie from the jar. She strikes a match, lights the candle, and begins dripping wax onto the cookie. Just as she is about beginning to smile, we hear Chick's voice from offstage.
Lenny! Oh, Lenny!
Lenny quickly blows out the candle and stuffs the cookie and candle into her dress pocket. Chick, 29, enters from the back door. She is brightly dressed matron with yellow hair and shiny red lips.
Hi. I saw your car pull up.
Hi.
Well, did you see today's paper? It's just too awful. It is just way too awful. How I'm going to continue holding my head up in this community, I do not know. Did you remember to pick up those pantyhose for me?
They're in the sack.
Well, thank goodness at least I'm not going to have to go into town wearing holes in my stockings.
Chick gets the package, tears it open, and proceeds to take off one pair of stockings and put on another. Throughout the following scene, there should be something slightly grotesque about this woman changing her stockings in the kitchen.
Did Uncle Watson call?
Yes, Daddy has called me twice already. He said Babe's ready to come home. We've got to get right over and pick her up before they change their simple minds.
Oh, I know. It's just...
What?
Well, I was hoping Meg would call.
Meg?
Yes, I sent her a telegram about Babe and...
A telegram? Couldn't you just phone her up?
No, because her phone's out of order.
Out of order?
Disconnected, I don't know.
Well, that sounds like Meg. My, these are snug. Are you sure you bought my red size?
Size extra petite.
Well, they're skimping on the nylon material. That's all there is to it. Skimping on the nylon. Now, just what did y'all say in this telegram to Meg?
I don't recall exactly. I just told her to come on home.
To come on home. Why, Lenora Josephine, have you lost your only brain or what?
But Babe wants Meg home. She asked me to call her.
I'm not talking about what Babe wants.
Well, what then?
Listen, Lenora, I think it's pretty accurate to assume that after this morning's paper, Babe's going to be incurring some mighty negative publicity around this town. And Meg's appearance isn't going to help out a bit.
Well, what's wrong with Meg?
She had a loose reputation in high school.
She was popular.
She was known all over Copiah County as cheap Christmas trash, and that was the least of it. There was that whole sordid affair with Doc Porter, leaving him a cripple.
A cripple? He's just got a limp, just kind of barely a limp.
Well, his mother was going to keep me out of the ladies' social league because of it.
What?
That's right. I never told you, but I had to go plead with that mean old woman and convince her that I was just as appalled and upset with what Meg had done as she was, and that I was only a first cousin anyway, and I could hardly be blamed for all the skeletons in the Magrath closet. It was humiliating. I tell you, she even brought up your mother's death and that poor cat.
Oh, please, Chick, I'm sorry, but you're in the ladies' league now.
Yes, that is true. I am. But frankly, if Mrs. Porter hadn't developed that tumor in her bladder, I wouldn't be in the club today, much less a committee head. Anyway, you be a sweet potato and wait here for Meg to call so you can convince her not to come back home. It will make things a whole lot easier on everybody. Don't you think it really would?
Probably.
Good, then suit yourself. How's my hair?
Fine.
Not pooching in the back, is it?
No.
All right, then, I'm on my way. I've got Anna May over there keeping an eye on PK and Buck Jr., but I don't trust her with them for long periods of time. Her mind is like a loose sieve. Honestly, it is. Oh, I almost forgot. Here is a present for you. Happy birthday to Lenny from the Buck Boyles.
Oh, why, thank you, Chick. It's so nice to you. It's so nice to have you remember my birthday every year like you do.
Well, now that's just the way I am, I suppose. That's just the way I was brought up to be. Well, why don't you go on and open the present?
All right.
It's a box of candy. Assorted crims.
Oh, candy, that's always a nice gift.
And you have a sweet tooth, don't you?
I guess.
Well, I'm glad you like it.
I do.
Oh, speaking of which, remember that little polka dot dress you got PK for her 5th birthday last month?
Oh, the red and white one.
Yes. Well, the first time I put it in the washing machine, the very first time, it fell all to pieces. Those little polka dots just dropped right off in the water.
Oh, no. Well, I'll get her something else. I'll get something else for her then. A little toy.
Oh, no, we wouldn't hear of it. I just wanted to let you know so you wouldn't go and waste any more of your hard-earned money on that make dress. Those inexpensive things just don't hold up. I'm sorry, but not in those modern washing machines.
Hello? Hello, Lenny?
Oh, look, it's Doc Porter. Come on in, Doc. Please come right on in.
Doc Porter enters through the back door. He is carrying a large sack of pecans. Doc is an attractively worn man with a slight limp that adds rather than detracts from his quiet, seductive quality. He is 30 years old, but appears slightly older.
Well, how are you doing? How in the world are you doing?
Just fine, chick.
And how are you liking it now that you're back in Hazelhurst?
Oh, I'm finding it somewhat enjoyable.
Somewhat. Only somewhat? Will you listen to him? What a silly, silly, silly man. Well, I'm on my way. I've got some people waiting on me. It's Babe. I'm on my way to pick her up.
Oh.
Well, goodbye. Farewell and goodbye.
Bye.
Quick exit.
Sorry. Hello?
Hi. I guess you heard about the whole thing with Babe.
Yeah.
It was in the newspaper.
Uh-huh.
What a mess.
Yeah.
Well, come on and sit down. I'll heat us up some coffee.
That's okay. I can only stay a minute. I have to pick up Scott. He's at the dentist.
Oh, well, I'll heat some up for myself. I'm kind of thirsty for a cup of hot coffee.
Lenny puts the coffee pot on the burner.
Lenny,
What? Yes?
here, some pecans for you.
He hands her
Oh. Why, thank you, Doc. I love pecans.
My wife and Scott picked them up around the yard.
Oh, I can use them to make a pecan pie.
Yeah. Look, Lenny, I've got some bad news for you.
What?
Well, you know you've been keeping Billy Boy out on our farm. He's been grazing out there.
Yes?
Well, last night, Billy Boy died.
He died?
Yeah, I'm sorry to tell you when you've got all this on you, but I thought you'd want to know.
Well, yeah, I do. He died?
Uh-huh. He was struck by lightning.
Struck by lightning? In that storm yesterday?
That's what we think.
Oh, gosh, struck by lightning. Oh, I've had Billy Boy so long. You know, ever since I was 10 years old.
Yeah, he was a mighty old horse.
Mighty old.
Almost 20 years old.
That's right. 20 years. Because 30 years old today. Did you know that?
No, Lenny, I didn't know. Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Oh, come on now, Lenny, come on. Hey now. You know, I can't stand it when you Magrath women start to cry. You know, it just gets me.
Oh, sure. You mean when Meg cried. Meg's the only one you could never stand to watch cry. Not me. I could build a pig straw.
Now, Lenny, stop it. Come on, Jesus.
don't know what's wrong with me. I didn't mean to make a scene. I've been on this crying jag. All this stuff with Babe and old Granddaddy's gotten worse in the hospital, and I can't get in touch with Meg.
You tried calling Maggie?
Yes?
Is she coming home?
Oh, no. She hasn't called me. That's what I'm waiting here for, hoping she'll call.
She still living in California?
Yes, in Hollywood.
Well, give me a call if she gets in. I'd like to see her.
Oh, you would, huh?
Yeah, Lenny, sad to say, but I would.
It is sad. It's very sad indeed.
They stare at each other, then look away. There's a moment of tense silence.
Hey, Jello face, your coffee's boiling.
Oh, is it? Thanks. Look, you better get on and pick up Scout. You don't want to have him wait for you.
Yeah, you're right. Poor kid, it's his first time at the dentist.
Poor kid.
Well, bye. I'm sorry to have to tell you about your horse.
Oh, I know. Tell Joan thanks for picking up the pecan.
I will.
He starts to leave.
Oh, how's the baby?
Oh, she's fine. Real pretty. She, holds your finger in her hand like this.
That's cute.
Yeah. Bye, Lenny.
Bye.
Doc exits. Lenny stares after him for a moment, then goes and sits back down at the kitchen table. She reaches into her pocket and pulls out a somewhat crumbled cookie and a wax candle. She lights the candle again, lets the wax drip onto the cookie, then sticks the candle on top of the cookie. She begins to sing the happy birthday song to herself. At the end of the song, she pauses, silently makes a wish, and blows out the candle. She
Happy birthday.
lights the candle and repeats her actions, only this time making a different wish at the end of the song.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
The phone begins to ring. She goes to answer it.
Happy birthday to you. Hello? Oh, hello, Lucille. How's Zachary? Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry. Of course it must be grueling for you. Yes, I understand. Your only brother, no, she's not here yet. Chick just went to pick her up. Oh, now, Lucille, she is still his wife. I'm sure she'd be interested. Well, you can just tell me the information. I'll relate it to her. Uh-huh. His liver's saved. Oh, that's good news. Oh, no, well, of course, when you say it like that. Breathing stabilized. Damage to the spinal column not yet determined. Okay. Yes, Lucille, I've got it all down. Uh-huh. I'll give her that message. All right, bye-bye.
Lenny drops the pencil and paper down. She sighs deeply, wipes her cheeks with the back of her hand, and goes to the stove to pour herself a coffee. After a few moments, the front door is heard slamming. Lenny starts, a whistle is heard, then Meg's voice.
I'm home. Anybody home?
Good.
Meg, 27, enters from the dining room. She has sad, magic eyes and wears a hat. She carries a worn-out suitcase.
Lenny.
Well, Meg, oh, Maggie, why didn't you call? Fly in? You didn't take a cab, did you? Oh, why didn't you give me a call?
Oh, Lenny, my Lenny, dear, Lenny. Oh, my God, we're getting so old. Oh, I called for heaven's sake. Of course
Well, I never talked to you.
Well, I know. I let the phone ring right off the hook.
Oh, well, as a matter of fact, I was out this morning seeing the babe.
Oh, now, just what's all this nonsense about Babe? How could you send me such a telegram about Babe? And Zachary? You say somebody shot Zachary?
Yes, they have.
Well, good Lord! Is he dead?
No, but he's in the hospital. He was shot in the stomach.
In his stomach? Oh, how awful. Do they know who shot him? Well, who? Who was it? Who?
they're all saying Babe shot him. They took her to jail. And they're saying she shot him, and they're all saying it's horrible, it's awful.
Well, who's saying it? Who?
Everyone! The policeman, the sheriff, Zachary. Even Babe herself is saying it. Even Babe herself.
Well, for God's sake.
It's horrible. It's horrible. It's just horrible.
Now calm down, Lenny. Just calm down. Would you like a Coke? Here, I'll get you some Coke.
Meg gets a Coke from the refrigerator. She opens it and downs a large swig.
Why would she shoot him? Why?
I talked to her this morning and I asked her that very question. I said, Babe, why would you shoot Zachary? He was your own husband. Why would you shoot him? And do you know what she said? She said, because I didn't like his looks. I just didn't like his look.
Well, I don't like his looks.
Well, you didn't shoot him. You wouldn't shoot a person because you didn't like their looks. You just wouldn't do that. Oh, I hate to say this. I do. I hate to say this. But I believe Babe is ill. I mean, in her head ill.
Oh, now, Lenny, don't you say that. There are plenty of good, sane reasons to shoot another person, and I'm sure that Babe had one. Now, what we've got to do is get her the best lawyer in town. Do you have any ideas on who's the best lawyer in town?
Well, Zachary is, of course, but he's been shot.
Well, count him out. Just count him and his whole firm out.
Anyway, you don't have to worry about a lawyer. She's already got her lawyer.
She does? Who?
Barnette Lloyd, Annie Lloyd's boy. He just opened up his office here in town, and Uncle Watson said we'd be doing Annie a favor by hiring him up.
Doing Annie a favor? Doing Annie a favor? Well, what about Babe? You've thought about Babe? Do we want to do her a favor of 30 or 40 years in jail? Have you thought about that?
No, just don't snap at me. Just don't snap at me. I try to do what's right. All this responsibility keeps falling on my shoulders, and I try to do what's right.
Well, boo-hoo-hoo-hoo. And how in the hell could you send me such a telegram about Babe?
Well, if you had a phone, or if you didn't live all the way out there in Hollywood and not even come home for Christmas, maybe I wouldn't have to pay all that money to send you a telegram.
Oh, stop! Zachary's been shot. Stop. Come home immediately. Stop.
What was that you said about how old we're getting? When you looked at my face, you said, my God, we're getting so old. But you didn't mean we, did you? You meant me, didn't you? I am 30 years old and my face is getting pinched up and my hair is falling out in the cold.
Oh, why, Lenny, it's your birthday. October 23rd. How could I forget? Happy birthday.
Well, it's not. I'm 30 years old, and Billy Boy died last night. He was struck by lightning. He was struck dead.
Struck dead? Oh, what a mess. What a mess. Are you really 30? I mean, I must be 27, and Baby's 24. My God, we're getting so old.
Air is silent for several moments as Meg drags off her cigarette and Lenny drinks her Coke.
What's the cop doing in the kitchen?
I rolled it out there when old Granddaddy got sick, so I could be close to him and here at midnight if he needed something.
Is old Granddaddy here?
Why, no. Old Granddaddy's at the hospital.
Again?
Meg.
What?
I wrote you all about it. He's been in the hospital for over 3 months straight.
He has?
Don't you remember? I wrote you all about those blood vessels popping in his brain. And how he was so anxious to hear from you and to find out about your singing career. I wrote it all to you. How they have to feed him through those tubes now. Didn't you get my letters?
Oh, I don't know, Lenny. I guess I did. To tell you the truth, sometimes I kind of just don't read your letters.
What?
I'm sorry. I used to read them. It's just since Christmas, reading them gives me these slicing pains right here in my chest.
Oh, I see. I see. Is that why you didn't use the money that old Granddaddy sent you to come home Christmas? Because you hate us so much? We never did all that much to make you hate us. We didn't.
Oh, Lenny, do you think I'd be getting slicing pain to my chest if I didn't care about you? If I hated you? Honestly now, do you think I would?
No.
Okay then, let's drop it. I'm sorry I didn't read your letters, okay?
Okay.
Anyway, we've got this whole thing with Babe to deal with. First thing is to get her a good lawyer and get her out of jail.
Oh, well, she's out of jail.
She is?
Oh, that young lawyer, he got her out.
Oh, who has?
Yes, on bail. Uncle Watson put it up. Chick's bringing her back right now. She's driving her home.
Oh, well, that's a relief.
Yes, and they're due home any minute now, so we can just wait right here for them.
Well, good, that's good. So Babe shot Zachary Botrelle, the richest and most powerful man in all of Hazelhurst. Slap in the gut. It's hard to believe.
Certainly is. Babe shooting off a gun.
Little Babe.
She always was the prettiest and most perfect of the three of us. Old Granddaddy used to call her his dancing sugar plum. I remember how proud and happy he was when she married Zachary.
Yes, I remember. It was his finest hour.
He remarked how Babe was going to just skyrocket right to the top of Hazelhurst society, and how Zachary was just the right man for her, whether she knew it or not.
Oh, lordy, lordy. And what does old Granddaddy say now?
Well, I haven't had the courage to tell him about all this as yet. I thought maybe tonight we could go visit him at the hospital and you could talk to him.
Oh, yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. Do we have anything to drink around here to the tune of straight bourbon?
No, there's no liquor.
Hell.
Then you will go with me to see old Granddaddy at the hospital tonight?
Of course.
Meg goes to her purse and gets out a bottle of Emperin compound. She takes out a tablet and puts it on her tongue.
Brother, I know he's going to go on about my singing career, just like he always does.
How is your career going?
It's not.
Well, aren't you singing at that club down on Malibu Beach?
No, not since Christmas.
Oh, well then, are you singing someplace new?
No, I'm not singing. I'm not singing at all.
Oh, well, what do you do there?
What I do is I pay cold storage bills for a dog food company. That's what I do.
Oh, gosh, don't you think it'd be a good idea to stay in the show business field?
Oh, maybe.
Well, like old Granddaddy says, with all your talent, all you need is exposure. Then you can make your own breaks. Did you hear his suggestion about getting your foot put in one of those boxes of cement they've got up there? He thinks that's real important.
Yeah, I think I've heard that. And I'll probably hear it again when I go to visit him at the hospital tonight, so let's just drop it, okay?
She notices the sack of pecans.
What's this, pecans? Great, I love pecans.
Meg takes
Come on.
out 2 pecans and tries to open them by cracking them together.
Come on, crack, you demons, crack!
We have a nutcracker.
Trying with her teeth.
Where is the sport of the nutcracker? Where's the challenge?
Getting
It's
into
over
the
here in the
nutcracker.
It's over here in the utensil drawer.
As Lenny gets the nutcracker, Meg opens the pecan by stepping on it with her shoe.
There! Open!
Meg picks up the crumbled pecan and eats it.
Delicious. Delicious. Where'd you get the fresh pecans?
Oh, I don't know.
They sure are tasty.
Doc Carter brought him over.
Doc? What's Doc doing here in town?
Well, his father died a couple months ago. Now he's back home seeing to his property.
Last I heard of Doc, he was up in the east painting the walls of houses to earn a living. Heard he was living with some Yankee woman who made clay pots.
Joan.
What?
Her name's Joan. She came down here with him. That's one of her pots. Doc married her.
Doc married a Yankee?
That's right. They've got 2 kids,
Kids?
boy and a girl.
God, then his kids must be half Yankee.
I suppose.
God, that really gets me. I don't know why, but somehow that really gets me.
Well, I don't know why it should.
And what a stupid looking pop. Who'd buy it anyway?
Oh, wait, I think that's them. Oh, yeah, that's Chick's car. Oh, there's Babe. Oh, hello, Babe. They're home. Oh, Meg, they're home.
Meg hides.
Lenny, I'm home. I'm free.
Babe, 24, enters exuberantly. She has an angelic face and a fierce, volatile eyes. She carries a pink pocketbook.
I'm home.
Meg jumps out of hiding.
Oh, Meg. Look, it's Meg. What, Meg? When did you get home?
Just now.
Well, it's so good to see you. I'm so glad you're home. I'm so relieved.
Chick enters.
Why, Chick, hello.
Why, hello, Cousin Margaret. What brings you to Hazelhurst?
Oh, I came on home. To see about Babe.
Oh, Meg.
How are things with you, Babe?
Well, they are dismal, if you want my opinion. She is refusing to cooperate with her lawyer, that nice-looking young Lloyd boy. She won't tell any of us why she committed this heinous crime, except to say that she didn't like Zachary's looks.
Oh, look, Lenny brought my suitcase from home and my saxophone. Thank you.
Babe runs
Meg.
over to the pot and gets out her saxophone.
Meg,
Now-
come look at my new sax.
Over here, this
I went to Jackson and bought it. And it's so
and that's
heavy.
no more of this nonsense. That's from you, Rebecca.
Beautiful.
Don't throw away the key. Isn't that right? They'll throw away the key.
Well, honestly, I don't know about that.
They will, and they will leave you in there to rot. So, Rebecca, what are you going to tell Mr. Lloyd about shooting Zachary when he gets here? What are your reasons going to be?
That I didn't like his looks. I just didn't like his stinking looks, and I don't like yours much either, Chick the Stick. So you just leave me alone. I mean it. Just leave me alone. Ugh.
Babe exits up the stairs. There's a long moment of silence.
Well, I was only trying to warn her she's going to have to help herself. It's just that she doesn't understand how serious the situation is, does she? She doesn't have the vaguest idea, does she now?
Well, it's true. She does seem a little confused.
And that's putting it mildly, Lenny, honey. That's putting it mighty mild. So, Margaret, how's your singing career going? We keep looking for your picture in the movie magazines.
Meg moves to light a cigarette.
You know, you shouldn't smoke. It causes cancer of the lungs. They say each cigarette is just a little stick of cancer, a little death stick.
That's what I like about a Chick. Taking a drag off death.
Meg takes a long, deep drag.
Gives me a sense of control of my own destiny. What power, what exhilaration. Want a drag?
Trying to break the tension.
Zachary's liver's been saved. His sister called up and she said his liver was saved. Isn't that good news?
Well, yes, that's fine news. Mighty fine news. Why, I've been told the liver is a powerful, important bodily organ. I believe it's used to absorb all of our excess bile.
Yes. Well, it's been saved.
The phone rings. Lenny gets it.
So, did you hear all that good news about the liver, little chicken?
I heard it. And don't you call me chicken.
Meg clucks like a chicken.
I've told you 100 times if I told you once not to call me chicken. You cannot call me chicken.
Oh, no. Oh, of course, we'll be right over by. Oh, that was Annie Mae, PK, and Buck Jr. eating paint.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Are they all right? Wait, they're not sick. They're not sick, are they?
I don't know. Come on, we've got to run on next door.
Oh, God, please let them be all right. Don't let them die. Please don't let them die.
Chick runs off, howling, with Lenny following after. Meg sits alone, finishing her cigarette. After a moment, Babe's voice is heard. Meg looks around. Babe comes tiptoeing down the stairs.
Has she gone?
She's gone. PK and Buck Jr. just ate their paints.
What idiots.
Yeah.
You know, Chick's hated us ever since we had to move here from Vicksburg to live with old grandmama and old granddaddy.
She's an idiot.
Yeah. Do you know what she told me this morning while I was still behind bars and couldn't get away?
What?
She told me how embarrassing it was for her all those years ago. You know, when Mama...
Oh, yeah, hit down on the cellar.
She said our Mama had shamed the entire family and we were known notoriously throughout Hazelhurst. And then she went on to say how I would be now getting just as much bad publicity and humiliating her and family all over again.
Oh, forget it, babe. Just forget it.
And I told her, Mama got national coverage. National. And if Zachary wasn't a senator from Copia County, I probably wouldn't even get statewide.
Of course you wouldn't.
Gosh, you know, sometimes I just wonder.
What?
Why she did it. Why Mama hung herself.
I don't know. She had a bad day. A real bad day. You know how it feels on a real bad day.
The old yellow cat. It was sad about that old cat.
Yeah.
You know, I bet if Daddy hadn't have left us, she'd still be alive. They'd both be still alive.
Oh, I don't know.
Because, you know, it was after he left that she started spending whole days just sitting there and smoking on the back porch steps. She'd fling her ashes down on different bugs and ants pass by.
Yeah, well, I'm glad he left.
The old yellow cat would just sit back there with her.
God, he was a bastard.
You know, I felt that if she felt something for anyone, it would have been that old cat. Guess I must have been mistaken.
Really, with his white teeth, Daddy was such a bastard.
Was he? I don't remember.
Meg blows out a mouthful of smoke. After a moment, uneasily.
I think I'm gonna make us some lemonade. You want some?
Sure.
Babe cuts lemons, dumps sugar, stirs ice cubes, etc. throughout the following exchange.
Babe, why won't you talk? Why won't you tell anyone about shooting Zachary? Why not? You must have had a good reason, didn't you?
I guess I did.
Well, what was it?
I can't say.
Why not?
Because
Babe, why not? You can tell me.
I'm protecting someone.
Protecting someone? Oh, babe. And you really didn't shoot him? I knew you couldn't have done it. I knew it.
No, I shot him. I shot him all right. I meant to kill him. I was aiming for his heart. But I guess my hands were shaking so bad that I guess I got him in the stomach instead.
I see.
So I'm guilty, and I'm just gonna have to take my punishment and go to jail.
Oh, babe.
Don't worry, Meg. Jail's gonna be a relief to me. I can learn to play my new saxophone. I won't have to live with Zachary anymore, and I won't have his snoopy little sister, Lucille, coming over and pushing me around. Jail will be a relief. Here's your lemonade.
Thanks.
Taste okay?
Perfect.
I like mine with a lot of sugar in mine, so I'm gonna go add some more sugar.
Babe goes to add more sugar to her lemonade as Lenny bursts through the back door in a state of excitement and confusion.
Well, it looks like the paint is primarily on their arms and faces. Oh, but Chick wants me to drive them over to Doc Williams just to make sure.
Lenny grabs her car keys off the counter. As she does so, she notices the mess of lemon and sugar.
Oh, now, babe, now try not to make a mess here, and be careful with this sharp knife. Honestly, all that sugar's gonna make you get sick. Well, bye. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Bye, Lenny.
Bye.
Lenny exits.
Boy, I don't know what's happening to Lenny.
What do you mean?
Don't make a mess. Don't make yourself sick. Don't cut yourself with that sharp knife. She's turning into old grandmama.
You think so?
More and more. Do you know she's taken to wearing old grandmama's torn sun hat and her green little garden gloves?
Those old lime green ones.
Yeah. She works out in the garden wearing the lime green gloves of a dead woman. Imagine wearing those gloves on your hands.
Poor Lenny. She needs some love in her life. All she does is work out of that brick yard and take care of old granddaddy.
She's so shy with men.
Biting into an apple.
Probably because of that shrunken ovary she has.
Yeah, that deformed ovary.
Oh, Granddaddy's the one who's made her feel self. I can't read that word.
Self-conscious. Yeah.
Self-conscious. It's his fault. The old.
It's so
You know
sad. What?
I bet Lenny's never even slept with a man. Just think, 30 years old and never even had it once.
Well, I don't know. Maybe she's had it once.
She has?
Maybe. I think so.
When?
Maybe I shouldn't say.
Babe.
All right, then. So it was after old granddaddy went back to the hospital this second time. Lenny was really just in a state of deep depression. I mean, I could tell she was. Then one day she calls me up and asked me to come over and to bring along my Polaroid camera. Well, when I arrive, she's waiting for me out there in the sun parlor, wearing her powder blue Sunday dress and this old curled up wig. And she confided in me that she was going to try and send those pictures to one of those Lonely Heart clubs.
Oh my God.
Lonely Hearts of the South. She saw an ad in the magazine.
Jesus.
So anyway, I take some snapshots and she sends them off to, the club. And about 2 weeks later, she receives in the mail this whole load of pictures of available men, most of them fairly odd looking. But of course, she doesn't call any of them on account of she's so shy. But one of them is Charlie Hill from Memphis, Tennessee. He calls her.
He does.
Yeah. And time goes on and she says he's really funny on the phone. So they decide to get together in person.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, he drives down here to Hazelhurst about 3 or 4 different times and has supper with her. But then one weekend, she goes up to Memphis to visit him. And I think that's when it happened.
What makes you think so?
Well, when I picked her up that day at the bus depot, she ran off the bus and threw her arms around me and started crying and sobbing as if she was never going to stop. I asked her, I said, Lenny, what's the matter? And she said, I've done it. Babe, I've done it.
Did you think that meant she said she'd done
I
it?
think so. Yeah.
Well, goddamn.
But she didn't say anything else about it. She just went on to tell me about the boot factory and where Charlie worked and how nice a city that Memphis is.
To this Charlie.
Well, so he came to Hazelhurst just one more time after that. Lenny took him over to meet old granddaddy at the hospital. And after that, they broke it off.
Because of old granddaddy?
Well, she said it was on account of her missing ovary, that Charlie didn't want to marry her on account of it.
Oh, how mean. How hateful.
Oh, it was. I mean, he seemed like such a nice man, too. Kind of chubby, with red hair and freckles, and just always telling funny jokes.
Well, that just doesn't seem right. Something about that doesn't seem exactly right.
Meg paces about the kitchen and comes
Oh,
across the box
God.
of candy Lenny got for her birthday.
Oh, God. Happy birthday to Lenny from the Buck Boyles.
Oh, no, it's Lenny's birthday.
That's right.
I forgot all about it.
I know, I did too.
Gosh, we'll just have to order up a big cake for her. She always loves to make those wishes on a birthday cake.
Yeah, let's get her a big cake, a huge one.
Suddenly noticing the plastic wrapper on the candy box.
Oh, God. That chick's so cheap.
What do you mean?
This plastic has poinsettias on it.
Oh, let me see. Boy, oh boy. I'm calling that bakery and I'm ordering the very largest size they have, that jumbo deluxe.
Good.
Why, I imagine they could make one up that is about, like this big.
Oh, at least that big. Why, maybe it'll even be this big.
You think that it could be that big?
Sure.
Or what if we got it and it's this big?
She maps out a cake over the covers of the room.
What if we got a cake and it's this big? Tasty treat.
Oh, have me some more. Give me some more of that birthday cake.
Suddenly there's a loud knock at the door.
Hello? Hello, may I come in?
Who's that?
I don't know.
Hello? Hello, Mrs. Botrelle.
Oh, shoot. It's that lawyer. I don't want to see him.
Oh, babe, come on. You gotta see him sometime.
No, I don't. Just tell him I died. I'm going upstairs.
Oh, babe, will you come back here?
You talk to him, please, Meg. Please. I don't want to be seen by him. I don't want to see him.
Oh, shit. Oh, come on in. Door's open.
Barnette Lloyd, 26, enters carrying a briefcase. He's a slender, intelligent young man with an almost fanatical intensity that he subdues by sheer will.
How do you do? I'm Barnette Lloyd.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Meg Magrath, babe's older sister.
Yes, I know. You're the singer.
Well, yes.
I came to hear you 5 different times when you were singing in that club in Biloxi. Greenies, I believe, was the name of it.
Yes, Greenies.
You were very good. There was something sad and moving about how you sang those songs. It was like you had some sort of vision, some special sort of vision.
Well, thank you. You're very kind. Now, about babe's case.
Yes,
Well, you've just got to win it.
I intend to.
Of course. But, you're very young.
Yes, I am. I'm young.
It's just, I'm concerned, Mr. Lloyd.
Barnette, please.
Barnette. That's, just maybe we need someone with more experience. Someone totally familiar with all the ins and outs and the this and that's of the legal dealings and such. As that?
Ah, you have reservations.
Reservations. Yes, I have reservations.
Well, possibly it would help you to know that I graduated first in my class from Ole Miss Law School. I also spent 3 different summers taking advanced courses in criminal law at Harvard Law School. I made A's in all the given courses. I was fascinated.
I'm sure.
And even now, I've just completed 1 year working with Jackson's top criminal law firm, Manchester & Wayne. I was invaluable to them, indispensable. They offered to double my percentage if I'd stay on, but I refused. I wanted to return to Hazelhurst and open my own office. The reason being, and this is a key point, that I have a personal vendetta to settle with one Zachary F. Botrelle.
A personal vendetta?
Yes, ma'am, you are correct. Indeed, I do.
Personal vendetta. I think I like that. So you have some sort of personal vendetta to settle with Zachary?
Precisely. Just between the two of us, I not only intend to keep that sorry SOB from ever being reelected to the state senate by exposing his shady criminal dealings, but I also intend to decimate his personal credibility by exposing him as a bully, a brute, and a redneck thug.
Well, I can see that you're fanatical about this.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry if I seem outspoken, but for some reason I feel I can talk to you. The songs you sang. Excuse me, I feel like a jackass.
It's all right. Relax. Relax, Barnette. Let me think this out a minute.
She takes out a cigarette. He lights it for her.
Now, just exactly how do you intend to get Babe off? You know, keep her out of jail.
Seems to me that we can get her off with a plea of self-defense, or possibly we could go with innocent by reason of temporary insanity. But basically, I intend to prove that Zachary Botrelle brutalized and tormented this poor woman to such an extent that she had no recourse but to defend herself in the only way she knew how.
I like that.
And of course, I'm hoping this will break the ice and we'll be able to go on to prove that the man's a total criminal as well as an abusive bully and contemptible slob.
Sounds good. To me, that sounds very good.
Just our basic game plan.
But now, how are you going to prove all this about Babe being brutalized? We don't want anyone perjured. I mean, to commit perjury.
Perjury. According to my sources, there'll be no need for perjury.
You mean it's the truth?
This is a small town, Miss Magrath. The word gets out.
It's really the truth?
Just look at this. It's a photostatic copy of Mrs. Botrelle's medical chart over the past 4 years. Take a good look at it if you want your blood to boil.
Looking over the chart.
What? This is maddening. This is madness. Did he do this to her? I'll kill him. Oh, I will. I'll fry his blood. Did he do this?
To tell you the truth, I can't say for certain what was accidental and what was not. That's why I need to talk with Mrs. Botrelle. That's why it's very important that I see her.
Her eyes are wild as she shoves him towards the door.
Well, look, I've got to see her first. I've got to talk to her first. What I'll do is I'll give you a call. Maybe you can come back over later on.
Well, then here's my card.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, wait. There's one problem with you.
What?
What if you get so fanatically obsessed with this vendetta thing that you forget about Babe? You forget about her and sell her down the river just to go get at Zachary. What about that?
I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm fond of her.
What do you mean you're fond of her?
Well, she sold me a pound cake at a bazaar once. I'm fond of her.
All right, I believe you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Barnette exits.
Babe, come down here. Babe?
Babe comes hurrying down the stairs.
What is it? I called about the cake.
What did Zachary do to you?
So they can't have it for today.
Did he hurt you? Did he? Did he do that?
Meg, please.
Did he? God damn it, Babe.
Yes, he did.
Why?
I don't know. He started to hate me because I couldn't laugh at his jokes. I just started finding it impossible to laugh at his jokes the way I used to. And then the sound of his voice got to where it tired me out awful bad just to hear it. I'd fall asleep just listening to him at the dinner table. He'd say, "Hand me that gravy," or "The roast beef is too damn bloody." And suddenly I'd be out like light.
Babe, this is very important. You want to sit down here and tell me what all happened right before you shot Zachary? That's right. Just sit down and tell me.
I told you I can't tell you on account of I'm protecting someone.
But babe, you've got to talk to someone about all this. You just do.
Why?
Because it's a human need. To talk about our lives, it's an important human need.
Well, I do feel like I want to talk to someone. I do.
Then talk to me, please.
All right. I don't know where to start.
Just start at the beginning. Just start there at the beginning.
Well, do you remember Willie J? Cora's youngest boy?
Yeah, that little kid we used to pay a nickel to run down to the drugstore and bring us back a cherry Coke.
Right. Well, Cora irons at my place on Wednesdays now, and she just happened to mention that Willie J picked up this old stray dog and that he'd gotten really fond of him, but now they couldn't afford to feed him anymore, so she was going to have Willie J release him into the woods.
Uh-huh.
Well, so I said I like dogs, and if he wanted to bring the dog over here, I'd take care of him. You see, I was alone. I was alone by myself most of the time because the Senate was in session and Zachary was up in Jackson.
Uh-huh.
Meg reaches for Lenny's box of birthday candy. She takes little nibbles out of each piece throughout the rest of this scene.
So the next day, Willie J brings over this skinny old dog with these little cross eyes. And well, I asked Willie J, what's his name? And he said they call him Dog. And well, I like that name, so I thought I'd keep it.
I'm listening. I'm just gonna give me a glass of cold water. Do you want one?
Okay.
So you kept the name, Dog.
Yeah. Anyway, when Willie J was leaving, he gave Dog a hug and said, "Goodbye, Dog. You're a fine old dog." Well, I felt something for him, so I told Willie J he could come back and visit with Dog anytime he wanted, and his face just kind of lit right up.
Candy?
No, thanks. Anyhow, so time goes on, and Willie J keeps coming over and over. We talk about Dog and how fat he's getting, and then, well, you know, things start up.
No, I don't know. What things start up?
Things start up. Like sex, like that.
Babe, wait a minute. Willie J's a boy, a small boy about this tall. He's about this tall.
No, oh no, he's taller now. He's 15 now. He's, when you knew him, he was just a little boy, like 7 or 8.
What, even so, 15? And he's a black boy, a colored boy, a Negro.
Well, I realize that, Meg. Why do you think I'm so worried about his getting public exposure? I don't want to ruin his reputation.
Amazed, babe. I'm really completely amazed. I didn't even know you were a liberal.
Well, I'm not a liberal. I'm a Democratic. I was just lonely. I was so lonely. And he was good. Oh, God, he was so good. Best I'd ever had. I mean, we'd always go out into the garage and...
It's okay. I've got the picture. Now, let's just get back to the story. To yesterday, when you shot Zachary.
All right, then. Let's see. Well, Willie J was over, and we'd just been in the garage.
Yeah.
And we were just standing out around the back porch playing with Dog. Well, all of a sudden, Zachary comes from around the side of the house, and he startled me because he's supposed to be away at the office, and there he is coming around the side of the house. Anyway, so he says to Willie J, "Hey boy, what you doing back here?" And I said, "He's not doing anything. You just run on home, Willie J. You just run right on home." Well, before he could even move, Zachary comes up and he knocks him once right across the face, and then he shoves him down the porch steps, causing him to skin up his elbow real bad on the concrete. And then he says, "Don't you ever come around here again or I'll have them cut out your gizzard." Well, then when Willie J, he starts crying. These tears come streaming down his face. And then he gets up real quick and runs away with Dog following on after him. And, after that, I don't know. I don't remember much after that, much too clearly. Let's see. I went into the living room, and I went right up to the Davenport and opened the drawer where we keep the burglar gun. I took it out, and then I brought it up to my ear. That's right. I put it right inside my ear. I was going to blow my own head off. That's what I was going to do. And then I heard the back door slamming, and suddenly, for some reason, I thought of Mama, and how she'd hung herself, and here I was about ready to shoot myself. And then I realized, that's right, I realized how I didn't want to kill myself. And she probably didn't want to kill herself. She wanted to kill him. And I wanted to kill him too. I wanted to kill Zachary, not myself. Because I want to live. So I waited for him to come on into the living room. And then I held out the gun. And I pulled the trigger, aiming for his heart, but getting him in the stomach instead. It's funny that I really did that.
It is a good thing that you did. It's a damn good thing that you did.
Was.
Please, babe, talk to Barnette, Lloyd. Just talk to him and see if he can help.
But how about Willie J?
Oh, he'll be all right. You just talk to that lawyer like you did to me.
Looking at the number on the card, she begins dialing.
See, because he's going to be on your side.
No, stop, Meg, stop. Don't call him. Don't call him up. Please don't call him. You can't. It's too awful.
Over and jerks the bottom half of the phone away from Meg. Meg stands holding the receiver.
Babe.
Babe slams her half of the phone into the refrigerator.
I just can't tell some stranger all about my personal life. I just can't.
Hell, babe, you're the one who said you wanted to live.
She takes the phone out of the refrigerator and hands it to Meg.
That's right. I did. Here's the other part of the phone.
Babe moves to sit on the kitchen table. Meg takes the phone back to the counter. She
Meg?
fishes a lemon out of her glass and begins sucking on it.
What?
Called the bakery. They're going to have Lenny's cake ready first thing tomorrow morning. That's the earliest they can get it by.
All right.
So I told him to write on it, "Happy birthday, Lenny, a day late." Does that sound good?
It sounds nice.
You know, I ordered up the very largest size cake they had, and I told them chocolate cake with white icing and red trim. Think she's going to like it?
Dialing on the phone.
Yeah, I'm sure she will. She'll like it.
I'm hoping.
Blackout. End of Act 1. Act 2. The lights go up on the kitchen. It is later that evening on the same day. Meg's suitcase has been moved upstairs. Babe's saxophone has been taken out of the case and put together. Babe and Barnette are sitting at the kitchen table. Barnette is writing and rechecking notes with explosive intensity. Babe, who has changed into a casual shift, sits eating a bowl of oatmeal, slowly.
Yes, I see. Well, we can work on that. And of course, this is mere conjecture, difficult if not impossible to prove. Yes, indeed.
Sure you don't want any oatmeal?
What? No, thank you. Let's see, where were we?
I just shot Zachary.
Right, correct. You've just pulled the trigger.
Tell me, do you think Willie J can stay out of all of this?
Believe me, it is in our interest to keep him as far out of this as possible.
Good.
All right, you've just shot one Zachary Botrelle as a result of his continual physical and mental abuse. What happens now?
Well, after I shot him, I put the gun down on the piano bench, and then I went out into the kitchen and made up a pitcher of lemonade.
Lemonade.
Yeah, I was dying of thirst. My mouth was just as dry as a bone.
So in order to quench this raging thirst that was choking you dry and preventing any possibility of you uttering intelligible sounds or phrases, you went out to the kitchen and made up a pitcher of lemonade.
Right. So I made it just the way I like it, with lots of sugar and lots of lemons, probably about 10 lemons in all. Then I added 2 trays of ice and stirred it up with my wooden stirring spoon.
Then what?
Then I drank about 3 glasses, one right after the other. They were huge glasses too, about this tall. Then suddenly my stomach kind of swole all up, I guess on account of those sour lemons.
Could be.
Then what I did was, well, I wiped the back of my mouth, kind of like that.
Yeah.
I did it to clear off, those little beads of water that had settled there.
I see.
And then I called out to Zachary. I said, "Zachary, I've made some lemonade. Can you use a glass?"
Did he answer?
No,
you
he
hear an
didn't.
answer?
No, he didn't answer.
So what'd you do?
I poured him a glass anyway and took it out to him.
You took it out to the living room.
I did. And there he was, just lying on the rug. He was looking up at me, trying to speak words. And I said, "What, lemonade? You don't want it? Would you rather a Coke instead?" And then I got the idea. He was telling me to call the phone for medical help. So I got on the phone and called up the hospital, gave him my name and address, and I told them my husband was shot and he was just lying there on the floor and there was plenty of blood. I guess that's gonna look kind of bad.
What?
Me fixing the lemonade before I called the hospital.
Well, not necessarily.
Well, I tell you, I think the reason I made up the lemonade, I mean, besides the fact that my mouth was just bone dry, was that I was afraid to call the authorities. I was afraid. I really think I was afraid they would see that I had tried to shoot Zachary. In fact, that I had shot Zachary. And, they would accuse me of possible murder and send me away to jail.
Well, that's understandable.
I think so. I mean, in fact, that's what did happen. That's what is happening. Because, here I am just about ready to go right off to the Parchment Prison Farm. Yes, here I am just practically on the brink of utter doom. I feel so alone.
Now look, well, there's no reason for you to get yourself so all upset and worried. Please don't, please.
They look at each other for a moment.
You just keep filling in as much detailed information as you can about those incidents on the medical reports. That's all you need to think about. Don't you worry, Mrs. Botrelle. We're going to have a solid defense.
Please don't call me Mrs. Botrelle.
All right.
My name's Becky. People in the family call me Babe, but my real name's Becky.
All right, Becky.
Barnette and Babe stare at each other for a long moment.
Are you sure you didn't go to Hazelhurst High?
No, I went away to a boarding school.
You sure do look familiar. You sure do.
Well, I doubt you'll remember, but I did meet you once.
You did? When?
At the Christmas bazaar year before last. You were selling cakes and cookies and candy.
Yes, you bought the orange pound cake.
Right.
So, of course, and then we talked for a while. We talked about the Christmas angel.
You do remember.
I remember it very well. You were even thinner then than you are now.
Well, I'm surprised. I'm certainly surprised.
The phone begins to ring.
This is quite a coincidence, don't you think? It's almost a fluke. Hello? Oh, hello, Lucille. Oh, he is? Oh, he does? Okay. Oh, Lucille, wait. Has Dog come back to the house? Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Hello, Zachary. How you doing? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, I'm sorry. Please don't scream. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. You want what? No, I can't come up there right now. Well, for one thing, I don't even have a car. Lenny and Meg are up at the hospital right now visiting with old granddaddy. What? Oh, really? Oh, really? Well, I've got me a lawyer that's over here right now, and he's building me up a solid defense. Wait a minute, I'll see. He wants to talk to you. He says he's got some blackening evidence that's going to convict me of attempting to murder him in the first degree.
Now, bluff! He's bluffing. Here, hand me the phone.
He takes the phone and becomes suddenly cool and suave.
Hello, this is Mr. Barnette Lloyd speaking. I'm Mrs. Becky's attorney. Well, certainly, Mr. Botrelle. I'd be more than glad to check out any pertinent information that you may have. Fine, then I'll be right on over. Goodbye.
He hangs up the phone.
What do you say?
He wants me to come see him at the hospital this evening. Says he's got some sort of evidence. Sounds highly suspect to me.
Didn't you just hate his voice? Doesn't he have the most awful voice? I just hate it. I can't even stand to hear it.
Well, now wait just a minute.
What?
I have a solution. From now on, I'll handle all communications between you two. You can simply refuse to speak to him.
All right. I will. I'll do that.
Starting to pack his briefcase.
Well, I'd better get over there and see just what he's got up his sleeve.
Barnette,
Yes.
what's the personal vendetta about? You know, the one that you have to settle with Zachary?
Oh, it's complicated. It's a very complicated matter.
I see.
The major thing he did was to ruin my father's life. He took away his job, his home, his health, his respectability. I don't like to talk about it.
Sorry. I just wanted to say, you know, I hope you win it. I hope you win your vendetta.
Thank you.
I mean, I think it's an important thing that a person could win a lifelong vendetta.
Yes. Well, I better be going.
All right. Let me know what happens.
I will. I'll get back to you right away.
Thanks.
Goodbye, Becky.
Bye, Barnette.
Barnette exits. Babe looks around the room for a moment, then goes over to her white suitcase and opens it up. She takes out her pink hair curlers and a brush. She begins brushing her hair.
Bye, Becky. Bye, Barnette. Bye, Becky. Oof.
Lenny enters. She is fuming. Babe is rolling her hair throughout most of this following scene.
Lenny, hi.
Hi.
Where's Meg?
Oh, she had to go by the store and pick up some things. I don't know what.
Well, how's old granddaddy?
He's fine, wonderful, never been better.
Lenny, what's wrong? What's the matter?
Meg, I could just wring her neck. I could just wring it.
Why? What'd she do?
She lied. She sat there in that hospital room and shamelessly lied to old granddaddy. She went on and on, telling him such untrue stories and lies.
Well, what? What did she say?
Well, one thing she said was she was going to have an RCA record company coming out with her picture on the cover, eating pineapple under a palm tree.
Lenny, maybe she is. Don't you think she really is?
Babe, she sat here this very afternoon and told me how all she's done this year is work for a clerk as a clerk for a dog food company.
Oh, shoot. I'm disappointed.
And then she goes on to say that she'll be appearing on the Johnny Carson show in 2 weeks. 2 weeks' time. While old granddaddy's going to have a TV set right there in his room. Imagine what a letdown it's going to be.
Mercy me.
Oh, and she told him the reason she didn't use the money he sent her to come home for Christmas was that she was right in the middle of making a huge multi-million-dollar motion picture and was just under too much pressure.
My word.
The movie's coming out this spring. It's called Singing in a Shoe Factory. But she only has a small leading role, not a large leading role.
For heaven's sake.
Sizzling. Oh, I just can't help it. I'm sizzling.
Sometimes Meg does such strange things.
Who ate all this candy?
Meg?
My one birthday present. And look what she does. Why, she has taken one little bite out of each piece and then just put it back. Oh, that is just like her. That is so like her.
Lenny, please.
I can't help it. It gets me mad. It gets me upset. Why Meg's always run wild. She started smoking and drinking when she was 14 years old. She's never made good grades, never even made her own bed. But somehow, she always seemed to get what she wanted. She's the one who got the singing and dancing lessons and a store-bought dress to wear to her senior prom. Oh, do you remember how Meg always got to wear the 12 little jingle bells on her petticoats while we only had 3 apiece? Why?
I don't know.
Old grandmama let her sew 12 golden jingle bells into her petticoats and we only got 3.
I don't know. Maybe she didn't jingle them as much.
I can't help it. It gets me mad. I resent it. I do.
Don't resent Meg. Things have been hard for Meg. After all, she's the one who found Mama.
I know. But I know she's the one who found Mama. But that's always been the excuse.
But I tell you, Lenny, after it happened, Meg started doing all sorts of strange things.
She did? Like what?
Like things I never wanted to tell you about.
What sort of things?
Well, for instance, back when we used to go over to the library, Meg would spend all her time reading and looking through this old black book called Diseases of the Skin. It was full of these most sickening pictures you'd ever seen. Things like rotten away noses and eyeballs drooping off the sides of people's heads and scabs and sores and eating away parts all over people's bodies.
Oh, babe, please, that's enough.
Okay, well, anyway, she'd spend hours and hours just forcing herself to look through this book. Well, it was the same way she'd force herself to look at the poster of crippled kids stuck outside of the window of Dixieland Drugs. You know, the one that asked you to give a dime? Meg would just stand there, stare at their eyes, and look at the braces on their little crippled up legs. And then she'd purposely go and spend her dime on a double scoop ice cream and eat the whole thing. And she'd say to me, see, I can stand it. I can stand it. Just look how I'm gonna be able to stand it.
That's awful.
She said she was afraid of being a weak person. I guess because she cried in bed every night for the longest time.
Goodness mercy. Well, I suppose you'd have to be a pretty hard person to be able to do what she did to Doc Porter.
Oh, shoot. It wasn't Meg's fault that Hurricane wiped Biloxi away. I never understood why people are blaming all that on Meg. Just because the roof fell and crunched Doc's legs, that isn't her fault.
Well, it was Meg who refused to evacuate. Jim Craig and some of Doc's other friends were all down there, and they kept trying to get everyone to evacuate. But Meg refused. She wanted to stay on because she thought a hurricane would be, I don't know, fun. Then everyone says she baited Doc into staying with her. She said she'd marry him if he'd stay.
Well, he has a mind of his own. He could have gone.
But he didn't, 'cause he loved her. And then after the roof crashed and they got Doc to the high school gym, Meg just left. She just left him there to leave for California because of her career, she says. I think it was a shameful thing to do. It took almost a year for his leg to heal, and after that he gave up his medical career altogether. He said he was tired of hospitals. Such a sad thing. Everyone always knew he was going to be a doctor. We've called him Doc for years.
I don't know. I guess I don't have any room to talk because I just don't know. Gosh, you look tired.
I feel tired.
They say women need a lot of iron so they won't feel tired.
What's got iron in it? Liver?
Yeah, liver's got it, and vitamin pills.
After a moment, Meg enters. She carries a bottle of bourbon that has already minus a few slugs and a newspaper. She is wearing black boots, a dark dress, and a hat. The room goes silent.
Hello.
Hi, Meg.
Here's your paper.
Oh, thanks. Oh, here it is on the front page.
Meg lights a cigarette.
Where's the scissors, Lenny?
Look in the ribbon drawer.
Okay.
Babe gets the scissors and glue out of the drawer and slowly begins cutting out the newspaper article. After a few moments filled only with the snipping of scissors.
All right. I lied. I couldn't help it. These stories just came pouring out of my mouth. When I saw how tired and sick old Granddad had gotten, they just flew out. All I wanted was to see him smiling and happy. I wasn't going to just sit there and look at him all miserable and sick and sad. I just wasn't.
Meg, he is sick, isn't he?
Why, he's gotten all white and milky. He's almost evaporated.
But you still shouldn't have lied. It just was wrong for you to tell such lies.
Well, I know that. Don't you think I know that? I hate myself when I lie for that old man. I do. I feel so weak. And then I have to go and do at least 3 or 4 things that I know he despised just to get even get over that miserable old bossy man.
Oh, Meg, please don't talk so about old Granddaddy. It sounds so ungrateful. What? He went out of his way to make a home for us, to treat us like we were his children. All he ever wanted was the best for us. That's all he wanted.
Well, I guess it was, but sometimes I wonder what he wanted.
Taking the newspaper article and glue over to her suitcase.
Well, one thing I wanted was a team of white horses to ride Mama's coffin to her grave. That's one thing I wanted.
Lenny and Meg exchange looks.
Lenny, did you remember to pick up my photo album?
Oh, it's down there at the bottom under all that night stuff.
I found it.
Really, babe, I don't understand why you have to put in the articles about all the unhappy things in your life. Why would you want to remember them?
Pasting the article in.
I don't know. I just like to keep an accurate record, I suppose. There. Oh, look. Here's a picture of me when I got married.
Let's see.
Oh, my word, you look about 12 years old.
I was just 18.
You're smiling, babe. Were you happy then?
I was drunk on champagne punch, so I remember that.
Oh, there's Meg singing at Greenie.
Oh, I wish you were still singing at Greenie's. I wish you were.
Oh, you're so beautiful.
Yes, you are. You're beautiful.
Oh, stop. I'm not.
Oh, look, Meg's starting to cry.
Oh, Meg.
I'm not.
Quick, better turn the page. We don't want Meg crying.
Why, it's Daddy.
Where'd you get that picture, babe? I thought she burned them all.
I just found it around.
What does it say? What's that inscription?
It says, Jimmy clowning at the beach, 1952.
Well, will you look at that smile?
Jesus, those white teeth. Turn the page, will you? We can't do any worse than this.
Mama and the cat.
Oh, turn the page.
You know, I bet if she hadn't have hung that old cat along with her, she wouldn't have gotten the national coverage.
Why are we talking about this?
Meg's right. It was so sad. It was awfully sad. I remember how all three of us just sat on that bed the day of the service, all dressed up in our black velveteen suits, crying the whole morning long.
Used up one whole big box of Kleenexes.
And old Granddaddy came in and said he wasn't going to take us out to breakfast. Remember, he told us not to cry anymore because he was going to take us out to get banana splits for breakfast.
That's right. Banana splits for breakfast.
Right, Lenny was 14 years old. He thought that would make it all better.
Oh, I remember he said for us to eat all we wanted. I think I ate about 5. He kept shoving them down us.
Oh, we were so sick.
Oh, we were.
His face turned green.
Just as sick as a dog.
Oh, Grandmama was so furious.
Oh, she was.
The thing about old Granddaddy is that he keeps trying to make us happy, and we end up getting stomach aches and turning green and throwing up in the flower arrangements.
That was me. That was me. I threw up in the flowers. Oh, no. So embarrassing.
Oh, babe.
Oh, Lenny. Oh, Meg.
Oh, babe, oh, Lenny, it's so good to be home.
Hey, I have an idea.
What?
Let's play cards.
Oh, let's do.
All right.
Oh, good. It'll just be like when we used to sit around the table playing hearts all night long.
I know. I'll fix us some popcorn and hot chocolate.
Here, let me get out that old black popcorn pie.
Oh, yes. Now, let's see. I think I have a deck of cards around here somewhere.
Gosh, I hope I remember all the rules. Are hearts good or bad?
Bad, I think. Aren't they, Lenny?
That's right. Hearts are bad, but the black sister is the worst of all.
Oh, that's right. And the black sister is the queen of spades.
Spades are the black cards that aren't the puppy dog feet.
Right. And she counts a lot of points.
And points are bad.
Here, I'll get some paper so we can keep score.
Oh, here they are.
Ring.
I'll get it.
Oh, wow, look at these cards. They're years old.
Oh, let me see.
Hello. are you? Good. You Sure. Come on over. Sure, I'm sure. Bye. That was Doc Poto. He's down the street. He said he wanted to come see me.
Yes?
No, I don't think so.
Well, do you still want to play?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
Lenny starts to shuffle the cards as Meg brushes her hair.
You know, it's really not much fun playing hearts with only two people.
I'm sorry. Maybe after Doc leaves, I'll join you.
Oh, I know. Maybe Doc want to play. Then we could have a game of bridge.
I don't think so. Doc never liked cards. Maybe we'll just go out somewhere.
Putting down the cards, Babe picks them up.
Meg,
What?
well, Doc's married now.
I know, you told me.
Well, so as long as you know that. As long as you know that.
Yes, I know. She's made the pot.
But how many cards do I deal out?
Excuse me.
Like all of them or what?
Meg, could I ask you something?
Babe
What?
proceeds to deal out the cards.
I just wanted to ask you.
What?
Well, just, why did you take one little bite of each piece of candy in this box and then just put it back in?
Oh, well, I was looking for the ones with nuts.
The ones with nuts?
Yeah.
But there are none with nuts. It's a box of assorted creams. All it has in it are creams.
Oh,
Why couldn't you just read on the box? It says right here, assorted creams, not nuts. Besides, this was a birthday present to me. My one and only birthday present, my only one.
I'm sorry. I'll get you another box.
I don't want another box. That is not the point.
What is the point?
I don't know. It's you have no respect for other people's property. You just take whatever you want. You just take it. Why, remember how you had those layers and layers of jingle bells sewed into your petticoats while Babe and I only had 3 apiece?
Oh, God, she's starting up about those stupid jingle bells.
It's an example, a specific example of how you always got what you wanted.
Oh, come on, Lenny. You're just upset because Doc called.
Who said anything about Doc? Do you think I didn't say about Doc? Why, I have long since given up worrying about you and all your men.
Look, I know I've had too many men. Believe me, I've had way too many men. But it's not my fault you haven't had any. Or maybe just that one from Memphis.
What one from Memphis?
The one Babe told me about? From the club?
Babe!
Meg!
How could you? Oh, I asked you not to tell anyone. Oh, I'm so ashamed. How could you?
Why'd you have to open your big mouth?
How am I supposed to know? You never said not to tell.
Can't you use your head just for once? Just once. No, Lenny, I never told anyone else. Somehow it slipped out to Meg. Really, it flew right out of my mouth.
What do you two have? Wings on your tongues?
Sorry, Lenny. Really, I'm so sorry.
I'll just never be able to trust you again.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Lenny, we were just worried about you. We wanted to find a way to make you happy.
Happy? Happy? I'll never be happy.
Well, not if you keep living your life as old granddaddy's nursemaid.
Meg, shut up.
I can't help it. I just know that the reason you stopped seeing this man from Memphis was because of old granddaddy.
What? Babe didn't tell you the rest of the story?
Oh, she said it had something to do with your shrunken ovary.
Meg!
Babe!
I just mentioned it.
But I don't believe a word of that story.
I don't care what you believe. It is so easy for you. You always have men just falling in love with you. But I have this underdeveloped ovary and I can't have children and my hair is falling out in the comb. So what man can love me? What man's gonna love me?
A lot of men.
Yeah, a lot, a whole lot.
Old granddaddy's the only one who seems to think otherwise.
Because he didn't want to see me hurt. He didn't want to see me rejected and humiliated.
Oh, come on now, Lenny. Don't be so pathetic. God, you make me so angry when you just stand there. Man from Memphis? Did you actually ask that man from Memphis all about it?
No, I didn't. I didn't. Because I didn't want him not to want me.
Lenny.
Don't talk to me anymore. Don't talk to me. I think I'm going to vomit. Just hope this all doesn't cause me to vomit.
Lenny exits up the stairs sobbing.
See, she didn't even ask him about her stupid ovary. She just broke it all off because of old granddaddy. What a jackass fool.
Meg, shut up! Why do you have to make Lenny cry? I just hate it when you make Lenny cry.
Babe runs up the
Lenny!
stairs.
Lenny, oh Lenny!
Meg takes a long sigh and goes to get a cigarette and a drink.
I feel like hell.
Meg sits in despair, smoking and drinking bourbon. There's a knock at the back door. Meg starts. She brushes her hair out of her face and goes to answer the door. It is Doc.
Hello, Maggie.
Doc. Well, it's Doc.
You're home, Maggie.
Yeah, I've come home. I've come on home to see about Babe.
And how's Babe?
Oh, fine. Well, fair. She's fair. Hey, do you want a drink?
What you got?
Bourbon.
Oh, don't tell me Lenny's stocking bourbon.
Oh, well, no, I've been to the store.
Meg gets him a glass and pours them each a drink. They clink glasses.
So, how's your wife?
She's fine.
I hear you got 2 kids.
Yeah, I got 2 kids.
A boy and a girl.
That's right, Maggie, a boy and a girl.
That's what you always said you wanted, wasn't it? A boy and a girl.
Is that what I said?
I don't know, I thought it's what you said.
They finish their drinks in silence.
Who's cough?
Lenny's. She's taking a sleep in the kitchen.
Where is Lenny?
She's in the upstairs room. I made her cry. Babe's up this end to her.
How'd you make her cry?
I don't know. Eating her birthday candy, talking on about her boyfriend from Memphis. I don't know. I'm upset about it. She's got a lot on her. Why can't I keep my mouth shut?
I don't know, Maggie. Maybe it's because you don't want to.
Maybe.
They smile at each other. Meg pours each of them another drink.
Well, it's been a long time.
It has been a long time.
Let's see, when was the last time we saw each other?
I can't quite recall.
Wasn't it in Biloxi? And wasn't there a hurricane going on at the time?
Oh, Biloxi.
And wasn't there a hurricane going on at the time?
Was there?
Yes, there was one hell of a hurricane. Camille, I believe they called it. Hurricane Camille.
Yes, now I remember. It was a beautiful hurricane.
We had a time down there. We had quite a time. Drinking vodka, eating oysters on the half shell, dancing all night long. And the wind was blowing.
Oh, God, was it blowing.
Goddamn, was it blowing.
There never has been such a wind blowing.
God, Maggie. Oh, God.
I know, Doc. It was my fault to leave you. I was crazy. I thought I was choking. I felt choked.
I felt like a fool.
No,
I just kept on wondering why.
I don't know why. Because I didn't want to care. I don't know. I thought I was... I did care, though. I did.
Oh, hell.
He pours them both another drink.
Are you still singing those sad songs?
No.
Why not?
I don't know, Doc. Things got worse for me. After a while, I just couldn't sing anymore. I tell you, I had one hell of a time over Christmas.
What do you mean?
I went nuts. I went insane. Ended up in L.A. County Hospital. Psychiatric ward.
Hell. Oh, hell, Maggie, what happened?
I really don't know. I couldn't sing anymore, so I lost my job. And I had a bad toothache. I had this incredibly painful toothache. For days I had it, but I wouldn't do anything about it. I just stayed inside my apartment. All I could do was sit around in chairs, chewing on my fingers. Then one afternoon, I ran screaming out of the apartment with all of my money and jewelry and valuables and tried to stuff it all in one of those March of Dimes collection boxes. That was when they nabbed me. Sad story. Meg goes mad.
Jack stares at her for a long moment. He pours them both another drink.
There's a moon out.
Is there?
Want to go take a ride in my truck and look out at the moon?
I don't know, Doc. I don't want to start up. It'll be too hard if we start up.
Who says we're going to start up? Just going to look at the moon. Well, one night, just you and me are going to go for a ride in the country and look out at the moon.
One night?
Right.
Look out at the moon?
You got it.
Well, all right.
He gets up.
Better take your coat
He helps her into her coat.
and the bottle.
He takes the bottle. Meg picks up the glasses.
Forget the glasses.
Yeah, forget the glasses. Forget the goddamn glasses.
Meg shuts off the kitchen lights, leaving the kitchen lit by only a dim light over the kitchen sink. Meg and Doc leave. After a moment, Babe comes down the stairs in her slip.
Meg? Meg!
She stands for a moment in the moonlight wearing only a slip. She sees her saxophone, then moves to pick it up. She plays a few shrieking notes. There's a loud knock at the back door.
Becky! Becky, is that you?
Babe puts down the saxophone.
Just a minute, I'm coming.
She puts a raincoat on over her slip and goes to answer the door. It's Barnette.
Oh, hello, Barnette. Come on in.
Barnette comes in. He is troubled, but is making a great effort to hide the fact.
Thank you.
What is it?
I've just come from seeing Zachary at the hospital.
Oh?
It seems his sister Lucille was somewhat suspicious.
Suspicious.
About you?
Me?
He hired a private detective. He took these pictures.
He hands Babe a small envelope containing several photographs. Babe opens the envelope and begins looking at the pictures in stunned silence.
They were taken about 2 weeks ago. It seemed she wasn't going to show them to Botrelle straight away. She wanted to wait till the time was right.
The phone rings one and a half times. Barnette glances uneasily towards the phone.
Becky?
The phone stops ringing.
These are pictures of Willie Che and me out in the garage.
I know.
You looked at these pictures?
Yeah, well, professionally I looked at them.
Mercy, oh mercy. We can burn them, can't we? We can just burn them.
It won't do any good. They have the negatives.
No. Oh no.
There now, there.
No.
Babe, are you all right, babe?
Hiding the picture.
I'm all right. Go on back to bed.
Lenny comes down the stairs. She is wearing a coat and wiping white night cream off her face with a wash rag.
What's the matter? What's going on down here?
Nothing.
Dancing ballet style around the room.
We're just dancing. We're just dancing around down here.
Signaling to Barnette to dance.
Well, you better get your shoes on, because we gotta.
Oh, all right. I will. That's a good idea.
As she goes to get her shoes, she hides the pictures.
Now you just go on right back up to bed. It's pretty late, and
But babe, will you listen?
I'm putting them on.
That was the hospital that just called. We gotta get over there. Old granddaddy's had himself another stroke.
Oh. All right. My shoes are on.
She stands. They all look at each other as the lights black out. End of Act 2. Act 3. The lights go up on the empty kitchen. It is the following morning. After a few moments, Babe enters from the back door. She is carrying her hair curlers in her hands. She goes and lies down on the cot. A few moments later, Lenny enters. She's tired and weary. Chick's voice is heard.
Lenny! Oh, Lenny!
Lenny turns to the door. Chick enters energetically.
Well, how is he?
He's stabilized. They say for now his functions are all stabilized.
Well, is he still in the coma?
Uh-huh.
So, do they think he's going to be passing on?
He may be. It doesn't look so good. They said they'll phone us if there are any sudden changes.
Well, it seems to me we better get busy phoning on the phone ourselves.
Removing a list from her pocket.
Now, I've made this list of all the people we need to notify about old granddaddy's predicament. I'll phone half, you phone half.
But what will we say?
Just tell him the facts, that old granddaddy's got himself in a coma, and it could be he doesn't have long for this world.
I don't know. I don't feel like phoning.
Why, Lenora, I'm surprised. How can you be this way? I went through all the trouble of making up this list, and I offered to phone half the people on it, even though I'm only 1/4 of the granddaughters. I mean, I just get tired of doing more than my fair share when people like Megan suddenly just disappear, where they can't even be reached in case of emergency.
All right. Give me the list. I'll phone half.
Well, don't do just to suit me.
She
I'll
barely
phone these.
tears the list into two halves.
I'll phone these here.
Fine, then. Suit yourself. Oh, wait, let me call Sally Bell. I need to talk to her anyway.
All right.
So you add Great Uncle Spark Dude to your list.
Okay.
Fine. Well, I've got to get on back home and see the kids. It's going to be an uphill struggle till I can find someone to replace the good-for-nothing Annie Mae Jenkins. Well, let me know if you hear any more.
All right.
Goodbye, Rebecca. I say goodbye.
Babe blows her sax. Chick starts to exit in a flurry, then pauses to add.
And you really ought to get that phoning done before 12 noon.
Chick exits.
Babe, I feel bad. I feel real bad.
Why, Lenny?
Because yesterday, I wished it.
Wished what?
I wished that old granddaddy would be put out of his pain. I wished on one of my birthday candles. I did. And now he's in a coma, and they say he's not feeling pain.
Well, when did you have a cake yesterday? I don't remember you having a cake.
Well, I didn't have a cake. I just blew out candles anyway.
Oh. Well, those birthday wishes, they don't count unless you have a cake.
They don't?
No. A lot of the times, they don't even count when you do have a cake. It just depends.
Depends on what?
How deep your wish is, I suppose.
Still, I just wish I hadn't wished it. Gosh, I wonder when Meg's coming home.
Should be soon.
I just wish we wouldn't fight all the time. I don't like it when we do.
Neither.
I guess it just hurts my feelings a little. The way old Granddaddy's always put so much stock in Meg and all her singing talent. I think I've been, well, envious of her because I can't seem to do too much.
Why, sure you can.
I can.
Sure. You just have to put your mind to it. That's all. It's like how I went out and bought the saxophone, just hoping I'd be able to attend music school and start up my own career. I just went out and did it, just on hope. Of course, now it looks like, well, it just doesn't look like things are gonna work out for me, but I know they would for you.
They'll work out for you too.
Doubt it.
Listen, I heard up at the hospital that Zachary's already in fair condition. They say he'll soon be able to walk and everything.
Sure can be miserable.
Well, I know, 'cause day before yesterday, Billy Boy was struck down by lightning. Yeah, he was struck dead.
Sure can be miserable.
They sit together for several moments in morbid silence. Meg is heard singing a loud, happy song. She suddenly enters through the dining room door. She is exuberant. Her hair is a mess, and the heel of one shoe has broken off. She is laughing radiantly and limping as she sings into the broken heel.
Clang, clang, clang with the trolley. Ding, ding, ding with the bell. Good morning. Oh, it's a wonderful morning, I tell you. I am surprised I feel this good. I feel like hell, but all accounts, I should feel like utter hell. Oh, where's the glue? This damn heel is broken off my shoe. La, la, la. Oh, there it is. Now let me just get these shoes off. Zip, zip, zip. Well, what's wrong with you two? My God, you look like doom.
Babe and Lenny stare helplessly at Meg.
Oh, I know. You're mad at me because I stayed out all night long. Well, I did.
No, we're not mad at you. We're just depressed.
Oh, lady, listen to me now. Everything's all right with Doc. I mean, nothing happened. Well, actually, a lot did happen, but it didn't come to anything. Not because of me, I'm afraid. I mean, I was out there thinking, what will I say when he begs me to run away with him? Will I have pity on his wife and those two half Yankee children? I mean, I can sacrifice their happiness for mine. Yes. Oh, yes, I can. But he didn't ask me. He didn't even want to ask me. I could tell by his certain look in his eye that he didn't even want to ask me. Why aren't I miserable? Why aren't I morbid? I should be humiliated, devastated. Maybe these feelings are coming. I don't know. But for now, it was just such fun. I'm happy. I realized I could care about someone. I could want someone. And I sang all night long. I sang right up into the trees. But for now, not for old Granddaddy. None of it was to please old Granddaddy.
Lenny and Babe look at each other.
Meg.
What?
Well, it's
About old Granddaddy.
Oh, I know. I told him all those stupid lies. Well, I'm going to go right over there this morning and tell him the truth. I mean, every horrible thing. I don't care if he wants to hear it or not. He's just going to have to take me like I am. And if he can't take it, if it sends him into a coma, well, that's just too damn bad.
Babe and Lenny look at each other. Babe cracks a smile. Lenny cracks a smile.
You're too late. You're too late.
Stop, please.
What is it? What is so funny?
It's not funny. It's not.
It's not a bit funny.
Well, what is it then? What?
It's
What?
oh, Granddaddy, he's in a coma.
He's what? not funny.
It's not. It's I know. For some reason, it just struck us as funny.
I'm sorry, it's not funny. It's sad. It's very sad.
We're really tired.
All night long.
Oh my God, how is he? Is he gonna live?
You don't think so?
Oh, God. No, why we're laughing like this? We are just sick. We are just awful.
We are. We're awful.
Now I feel bad.
Me
Now
too.
I feel like crying. I do. I feel like crying.
Me too. Me too.
Well, you've got me depressed.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It happened last night. He had another stroke.
I see.
He's stabilized now. Oh,
That's good. You two okay? You look like you need some rest. I hope that'll stay. Oh, of course. Now, I won't be able to tell him the truth about all those lies I told. I mean, finally, I got my wits about me and he conks it out. It's just like him. Babe, can I wear your slippers till this glue dries?
Sure.
things sure are going to be different around here when old granddaddy dies. Well, not for you two really, but for me.
It'll work out.
Yeah. It'll work out.
I hope so. I'm afraid of being here all by myself, all alone.
Oh, well, you don't have to be alone. Maybe Babe will move back in here.
No, I don't think I'll be living here.
Well, anyway, you're your own woman. Invite some people over. Have some parties. Go out with strange men.
I don't know any strange men.
Well, you know that Charlie.
Not anymore.
Why not?
I told him we could never see each other again.
Well, if you told him, you can just untell him.
Oh, no, I could not feel like a fool.
Oh, that's not a good enough reason. All people in love feel like fools, don't they, babe?
Sure.
Look, why don't you give him a call right now? See how things stand.
Oh, no, I'd be too scared.
But what harm could it possibly do? I mean, it's not going to make things any worse than this, never seeing him again at all forever.
I suppose that's true.
Of course it is. So call him up. Take a chance, will you? Just take some sort of chance.
You think I should?
Of course. You've got to try. You do.
You do, Lenny. I think you do.
Really? Really, really?
Yes. Yes.
You should.
All right. I will. I will.
Oh, good.
Good.
I'll call him right now while I've got my confidence up.
Have you got the number?
Uh-huh. But, I don't think I want to call him upstairs. It'll be more private.
Good idea.
I'm just going to go on and call him up and see what happens. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Good luck, Lenny.
Lenny gets almost out of sight when the phone begins to ring. She stops. Meg picks up the phone.
Hello? Oh, thank you very much. Yes, I will. Bye-bye.
Who was it?
Wrong number. They wanted Weed's Body Shop.
Oh, well, I'll be right down in a minute.
That was the bakery. Lenny's cake is ready.
Oh,
Sneak down to the corner and pick it up.
Meg,
What?
nothing.
You okay? What is it?
It's just,
What?
Babe gets up and goes to her suitcase. She opens it and removes the envelope containing the photographs.
here, take a look.
What is it?
It's some evidence Zachary's collected against me. Looks like my goose is cooked.
My God, it's you and... Is that really Jay?
Yep.
Well, he certainly has grown. You were right about that. My, oh my.
Please don't tell Lenny. She'll hate me.
I won't tell Lenny. What are you gonna do?
What can I do?
There's a knock on the door. Babe grabs the envelope and hides it.
Who is it?
It's Barnette Lloyd!
Oh, come on in, Barnette.
Barnette enters. His eyes are ablaze with excitement.
Well, good morning! Good morning, Miss Magrath, Becky. What I meant to say is, how are you doing this morning?
Fine. Fine.
Good. I just had time to drop off for a minute.
Oh,
So, how's your granddad doing?
well, not very, he's in this coma.
I see. Actually, the primary reason I came by was to pick up that envelope. I left it here last night and all the confusion. You still do have it.
Babe hands him the envelope.
That's the one. I'm sure it'll be much better off in my office safe.
Puts the envelope in his
Sure.
coat pocket.
I'm sure it will.
Beg your pardon?
It's all right. I showed her the pictures.
Ah, I see.
So, what's gonna happen now, Barnette? What are those pictures gonna mean?
May I speak frankly and openly?
Please do.
Well, I tell you now, at first glance, I admit those pictures had me considerably perturbed and upset, perturbed to the point that I spent most of last night going over certain suspect papers and reports that had fallen into my hands rather recklessly.
What papers do you mean?
Papers that, pending word from 3 varied and unbiased experts, could prove graft, fraud, forgery, as well as a history of unethical behavior.
You mean about Zachary?
Exactly. You see, I now intend to make this matter just as sticky and gritty for one Z. Botrelle as it is for us. Why, with the amount of scandal I'll dig up, Botrelle will be forced to settle this affair on our own terms.
Oh, babe, did you hear that?
Yes. Oh, yes. So you've won it? You've won your lifelong vendetta.
Well, now, of course, it's problematic in that, we won't be able to expose him openly in the courts. That was the original game plan.
Why not? Why?
Well, it's only that if a jury were to get, say, a glance at these photographs, well, possibly.
You could be sunk.
In a sense. But, on the other hand, if a newspaper were to get a hold of our little item, Mr. Zachary Botrelle could find himself boiling in some awfully hot water. So what I'm looking for, very simply, is a deal.
Deal.
Oh, thank you, Barnette. It's a sunny day, babe. Oh, where's that broken shoe?
She grabs her boots and runs upstairs.
So you're having to give up on your vendetta.
Well, in a way, for the time. It seems to me you shouldn't always let your life be ruled by such things as a personal vendetta. Other things can be important.
I don't know. I don't exactly know. How about Willie J? Will he be all right?
Yes, it's all been taken care of. He'll be leaving incognito on the midnight bus, heading north. I'm sorry, it seemed the only way.
Barnette moves to her. She moves away.
Look, you better be getting on back to your work.
Right, because I've got those important calls out. They'll be pouring in directly.
He starts to leave, then says to her with love,
We'll talk.
reappearing in her boots.
Oh, Barnette,
Yes,
could you give me a ride just down at the corner? I need to stop at Helen's Bakery.
be glad to.
Thanks. Listen, babe, I'll be right back with the cake. We're gonna have the best celebration. Now, if Lenny asks where I've gone, just say I've gone out back to pick up some pawpaws, okay? Fine, I'll be back in a bit. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Becky.
Bye, Barnette. Take care.
Meg and Barnette exit. Babe sits staring ahead in a state of deep despair.
Bye, Becky. Bye, Barnette. Bye, Becky.
She stops when Lenny comes down the stairs in a fluster.
I'm so ashamed. I'm such a coward. I am such a yellow-bellied chicken. I'm so ashamed. Where's Meg?
She's gone out back to pick up some pawpaws.
Oh, well, at least I don't have to face her. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't make the call. My heart was pounding like a hammer. Pound, pound, pound. Well, I looked down and I could actually see my blouse moving back and forth. Oh, babe, you look so disappointed, are you? Oh, no, I'm disappointed, babe. I can't stand it. I'm going and disappointing my little sister. Oh, babe, oh, no, I feel like howling like a dog.
Oh, Lenny!
Chick enters dramatically, dripping with sympathy.
Well, I just don't know what to say. I am so sorry. I am so sorry for you. And for little babe here, too. I mean, to have a sister as that.
What do you mean?
Oh, you don't need to pretend with me. I saw it all from over there in my own backyard. I saw Meg stumbling out of Doc Porter's pickup truck not 15 minutes ago, and her looking such a disgusting mess. You must be so ashamed. You must just want to die. Why, I always said that girl was nothing but cheap Christmas trash.
Don't talk about Meg like that.
Oh, come on now, Lenny, honey. I know exactly how you feel about Meg. Why, Meg's a low-class tramp, and you need not have one more blessed thing to do with her and her disgusting behavior.
I said, don't ever talk that way about my sister Meg again.
Oh, my goodness gracious, Lenora, don't be such a noodle. It's such the truth.
I don't care if it's the 10 Commandments. I do not want to hear it in my home, not ever again.
In your home? Why, never in all my life. This is my grandfather's home, and you're just living here on his charity. So don't you get all highfalutin with me, Miss Lenora Josephine Magrath.
Get out of here.
Don't you tell me to get out. What makes you think you can order me around? Why, I've had about just my fill from you trashy McGraths and your trashy ways, hanging yourselves in cellars, carrying on with married men, shooting your own husbands.
Get out.
And don't think she's not going to end up at the state prison farm or in some mental institution. Why, it's a clear-cut case of manslaughter with intent to kill.
Out. Get out.
That's what everyone's saying, deliberate intent to kill. And you pay for that. Do you hear me? You pay.
I am telling you to get out.
You put that down this minute. Are you a lunatic?
I said for you to get out. That means out and never, never, never come back again.
Oh, You're crazy. You're crazy.
Do you hear me, Chick the Stick? This is my home. This is my house. Get out.
Oh, police, you're crazy. Help, help.
Lenny chases Chick out of the house. They're both screaming. The phone rings. Babe goes and picks it up.
Hello? Oh, hello, Zachary. Yes, he showed them to me. What? What do you mean? What? You can't put me out to Whitfield. 'Cause I'm not crazy. I'm not. She wasn't crazy either. Don't you call my mother crazy. No, you're not. You're not. You're not gonna. You're not.
She slams the phone down and stares wildly ahead.
He's not. He can't. He's not.
She walks over to the ribbon drawer.
I'll do it. I will, and he won't.
She opens the drawer, pulls out the rope, becomes terrified, throws the rope back in the drawer and slams it shut. Lenny enters from the back door, swinging the broom and laughing.
Oh my, you should have seen us. Oh, well, I chased Chick the Stick right up the mimosa tree. I did. I left her right up there screaming in the tree.
You did.
Oh, yes, I did. Oh, and I feel so good. I feel good.
Good, Lenny. Good for you.
They
Oh,
dance around the kitchen.
you know what?
What?
I'm going to call Charlie. I'm going to call him right now.
You are?
Yeah, I feel like I really can do it.
You do?
My courage is up. My heart is in it. The time is right. No more beating around the bush. Let's strike while the iron is hot.
Right. No more beating around the bush. Strike while the iron is hot.
Lenny goes to the phone. Babe rushes over to the ribbon drawer. She begins tearing through it.
I'm
The
holding
receiver
up, my
rings.
babe. I'm really going to do it.
Good. Do it. Good.
Oh, look, my hands aren't even shaking.
Pulling out a red cord of rope.
Do we have any stronger rope than this?
I guess not. All the ropes we've gotten is in that drawer. Oh, now they're shaking a little.
Babe takes the rope and goes up the stairs. Lenny finishes dialing the number. She waits for an answer.
Hello? Hello, Charlie. This is Lenny Magrath. Oh, well, I'm fine, just fine. I was just calling to see how you're getting on. Well, good. Yes, I know I said that. No, now I wish I didn't say that. Well, the reason I said that before about not seeing each other was 'cause of me, not you. Well, it's just I can't have any children. I have this ovary problem. What, Charlie? What a thing to say. Well, they are not a little snot-nosed pig. You think they are? Charlie, stop it. You're making me laugh. Yes, I guess I was. I can see that I was. You are? Well, I'm dying to see you too. I don't know when, Charlie. Soon. How about how about tonight? You will? Oh, you will? All right. I'll be here. I'll be right here. Goodbye then, Charlie. Goodbye for now.
She hangs up phone in a daze.
Babe! Oh, babe, he's coming. Oh, he's coming, babe. Oh, babe, where are you? Oh, babe. Oh, out back. Picking up pawpaws.
As she
Oh, and
exits through the back door,
Oh, and those pawpaws are just right for picking up.
there is a moment of silence. Then a loud, horrible thud is heard coming from upstairs. The telephone begins ringing immediately. It rings 5 times before Babe comes hurrying down the stairs with a broken piece of rope hanging around her neck. The phone continues to ring.
Would you shut up?
She's jerking the rope from around her neck. She grabs a knife to cut it off.
She miserable. I hate you.
He throws the rope violently around the room. The phone stops ringing.
God.
He looks at the stove, goes over to it, and turns the gas on. The sound of gas escaping is heard. Babe sniffs at it.
Come on, come on. Hurry up, I beg of you. Hurry up.
Finally, Babe feels the oven is ready. She takes a deep breath and opens the oven door to stick her head into it. She spots the rack and furiously jerks it out. Taking another breath, she sticks her head into the oven. She stands for several moments, tapping her fingers furiously on top of the stove. She speaks from inside the oven.
Please, please.
After a few moments, she reaches for the box of matches with her head still in the oven. She tries to strike a match. It doesn't catch.
Mama, Mama, please.
She throws the match away and is getting a second one.
Mama, Mama. Oh. So that's why you done it.
In her excitement, she starts to get up, bangs her head, and falls back in the stove. Meg enters from the back door, carrying a birthday cake in a pink box.
Babe? What?
Meg throws
Oh
the
my
box
God.
down and runs to pull Babe's head out of the oven.
Oh my God, what are you doing? What the hell are you doing?
Nothing. No, I don't know. Nothing.
Meg turns off the gas and moves Babe to a chair near the oven door.
Oh, sit down. Will you sit down?
I'm okay.
Put your head between your knees and breathe deep.
Meg.
Just do it. I'll get you some water. Here.
Thanks.
Are you okay?
Uh-huh.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. It's okay.
Well, good. That's good.
Meg,
Yes?
I know why she did it.
What? Why? Who did what?
Mama. I know why she hung that cat along with her.
You do?
It's because she was afraid of dying all alone.
Was she?
She felt so unsure, you know, like as to what was coming. It seems the best thing coming up would be a lot of angels and all of them singing, but I imagine they have high, scary voices and little gold pointed fingers that are as sharp as blades, and you don't want to meet them alone. You'd be afraid to meet them all alone. So it wasn't like what people were saying. It wasn't because it wasn't about her hating the cat. Fact is, she loved that cat. She didn't. She didn't. She needed him. She needed him because she felt just so all alone.
Oh, babe. Babe, why? Babe, why?
Why what?
Why did you stick your head into the oven?
I don't know, Meg. I'm having a bad day. It's been a real bad day. Those pictures and Barnette giving up his vendetta, and then Willie J heading north. Zachary called me, and he says he's going to try and have me classified as insane and send me out to the Whitfield Asylum.
What? Why, he would never do that.
Why not?
Because you're not insane.
I'm not?
No, he's trying to bluff you. Don't you see it? Barnette's got him running scared.
Really?
Sure. He's scared to death calling you insane. Ha! You're just as perfectly sane as anyone walking the streets of Hazelhurst, Mississippi.
I am?
More so. A lot more so.
Good.
But, babe, we've just got to learn how to get through these real bad days here. I mean, it's going to be a thing in our family. Come on now. Look, we've got Lenny's cake right here. I mean, don't you want to be around to give her cake, watch her blow out the candles?
Yeah. I do. I do, because she always loves to make her birthday wishes on those candles.
Well, then we'll give her her cake and maybe you won't be so miserable.
Okay.
Good. Go on and take it out of the box.
Okay.
She takes the cake out of the box. It's a magical moment.
Pretty cake.
Here now. You can go on and light up the candles.
All right. I love to light up candles. And there's so many here. 30 pink ones and all, and, plus one green one to grow on.
They're pretty.
They are. And you know, I'm not like Mama. I'm not so all alone.
You're not.
Well, you better just keep an eye out for Lenny. She's supposed to be surprised.
All right. Do you know where she's gone?
Well, she's not here inside, so she must have gone outside.
Oh, well, then I'd better run and find her.
Okay, because these candles are going to melt down.
Meg starts out the door.
Wait, there she is coming. Lenny! Oh, Lenny! Come on, hurry up.
Oh, no, well, yes, oh, okay, wait. Okay, all right.
Lenny enters. Meg covers Lenny's eyes with her hand.
What is this? What?
Surprise!
Happy
Happy birthday!
Happy
Birthday, Lenny!
Oh, man, what a surprise. Oh, I could just cry. Oh, look. Happy birthday to Lenny a day late. Oh, how. Oh, will you look at all those candles? Oh, it's absolutely frightening.
No, Lenny, it's good. It's because the more candles you have on your cake, the stronger your wish is.
Really?
Sure.
Oh, mercy.
They start the song, Lenny interrupting the song.
Oh, but wait, I can't think of my wish. Oh, my body's gone all nervous inside.
God's sakes, Lenny, come on.
The wax is all melting.
Oh, my mind is just a blank, a total blank.
Will you please just...
Lenny, just hurry, come on.
Okay. Just go.
Meg and
Happy
Big
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lenny.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Made it.
Hooray!
Oh, me. I hope that wish comes true. I hope it does.
Wow, what you wish for?
I can't tell you.
Sure you can.
Oh, no, then it won't come true.
That's just superstition. Of course it will, if you'd made it deep enough.
Really? I didn't know that.
Well, Babe's a regular expert on birthday wishes.
It's just I get these feelings. Now come on and tell us, what was it you wished for?
Yes, tell us, what was it?
Well, I guess it wasn't really a specific wish. This vision just sort of came into my mind.
Vision? What was it of?
I don't know exactly. It was something about the three of us smiling and laughing together.
Well, when was it? Was it, far away or near?
I'm not sure. But it wasn't forever. It wasn't for every minute. Just this one moment. We were all laughing.
What were we laughing about?
I don't know. Just nothing, I guess.
That's a nice wish to make.
Lenny and Meg look at each other for a moment.
Here now, I'll get a knife so we can go ahead and cut the cake in celebration of Lenny being born.
Oh, yes, and give each of us one rose, a whole rose apiece.
Cutting the cake nervously,
Well, I'll try.
licking the icing off a candle.
This icing is delicious. Here, try some.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Here, Lenny.
Laughing joyously as she licks icing from her fingers and cuts huge pieces of cake that her sisters bite into ravenously.
Oh, how I do love having birthday cake for breakfast. How I do.
The sisters freeze for a moment, laughing and catching the cake. The lights change and frame them in a magical golden shimmering glimmer. Saxophone music is heard, lights dim into blackout, and then the saxophone continues to play. End of play.